Why is China increasing massively its purchases of gold? Very simple. When China sees that the Federal Reserve is not defending the purchasing power of the currency and continues to keep a policy that is making US Treasuries continue to be in a slump that has not recovered from the 2022 contraction, what China is basically seeing is that their reserves in US dollars, which are ultimately treasury bonds, are declining in value. If the Federal Reserve keeps rates, doesn't combat inflation, and reduces the path of normalization of the balance sheet, the perception is that there are going to continue to be a weakening of US Treasuries in price. And that means weaker reserves for many central banks that hold dollars in their asset base. And when they hold dollars, they hold US Treasuries. Therefore, China has multiplied its purchases of gold, but its total reserves of gold relative to the total reserves of the central bank are less than 4.5%. Therefore, there's plenty to continue to purchase, and if the Federal Reserve doesn't maintain the purchasing power of the currency, doesn't continue to help in a positive and realistic way to combat inflation, what we are likely to see is that the decline in price of treasuries is going to continue to be a negative for many central banks in their balance sheet and their asset base. And if they continue to see a weakening in price and therefore a reduction in the value of their asset base, for many central banks, that will ultimately mean that they need to purchase a lot more gold. Be very careful, because when the Federal Reserve stops looking at what they really have to look, they may create a move out of the US dollar.